everybody. It's Tuesday, November 22nd, 2016. My co-host today is Max Greenfield, day 2.
Yeah, I know. I'm back.
Max was so funny backstage. You guys, he said to me, I had so much fun yesterday. I go, well, that's good. Because it would suck if you didn't.
No, I had so much fun. This was the best.
Yes.
I mean, you're just so great at this, and it was so much fun being here with you.
Oh, thanks. Well,
I was excited to come back.
It's all them. It's not me. By the way, don't think I haven't noticed how good you guys all look. I love this time of year because the audience really dresses up, and I like that, and I appreciate it. So thank you.
Everybody's in their winter gear.
Yeah, they look good. They look good. Is the New Girl? I meant to ask you this yesterday. Is New Girl still shooting?
Yeah.
So you're in the middle of it.
We're off this week.
Oh, you are?
But, yeah, we're in the middle of it. We're about halfway through right now.
I love that you had a week off and you chose to work instead of take the week off. You're so sweet. That's very nice.
Well, it was nice. It's difficult to do this kind of thing and fly out to New York and do it during a week where we're shooting, because then you're coming back and you're all disoriented. And you go, why did I do that?
Yes.
Like, I can't remember anything now.
Jimmy Kimmel and I once flew back and forth, coast to coast, hosting his show and my show. It was really crazy. It was painful.
You start to lose your mind a little bit.
Oh, I definitely lost my mind. We were living on a diet of pizza. I mean, and period. I mean, it was like a diet of pizza, and that was it, because we were so exhausted. I spent the night underneath Gelman, which was crazy.
It's a long story.
No, it was a long story, but we were on the... Somehow, Jimmy got a sponsorship for a private plane so we could fly back and forth. Do you remember this? Going back and forth. It was a really crazy thing. But the plane had more people... We just didn't have enough seats as we did people, and we were all trying to sleep. So Gelman, of course, being selfless, took up 2 seats, and he had put them like a bed. Like it was like a bed, and I went underneath the bed. Do you remember? Do you remember that?
Like, oh no, I'm gonna roll under here.
Well, no, but I was the only person that fit under there, first of all. But it was, I mean, we all made it, but it was dicey. Like, that level of exhaustion is crazy.
Yeah, it becomes a lot, and especially when you're in a situation like this where you're just, you're just chatting on TV, and then the next thing you know, you're like, what am I talking about?
Well,
what am I saying right now?
Well, sometimes it's really good. Like, you'll say things on the air that are great, and helpful and terrific. You'll say things on the air that are stupid and people are outraged over, and you're like, what did I even say? I don't remember saying that. And then once in a while, you'll say something like, I love whatever it is, like mustard, and you'll get a ton of mustard, and you're like, what? Where did all this mustard? There'll be like bushels of mustard in your room, and you're like, did I even mention mustard? Because you go on, you're just having a conversation.
I did a bit once in some sort of interview, and I'd mentioned Skittles.
Oh, here it comes. Everybody brace yourselves.
They sent me a duffel bag filled with Skittles, and I was like, what on earth am I ever going to do with this?
You're going to eat them is what you're going to do. We love Mercedes-Benzes, too.
Yeah, somehow they don't send duffel bags of Mercedes-Benzes.
They never do. I keep waiting every year around this time of year. You know that commercial where you see with the big bow? The big bow, and Santa's driving the Mercedes, and it's like all the other Mercedes are like, they're like the reindeer. Do you know what I'm talking about? Or maybe it's not even a Mercedes. I don't know. It's a car. I keep waiting for that car to show up. It doesn't, and I don't drive. But it'd be exciting to go outside and find a car with a bow.
I hear you don't like to drive.
I don't. Who told you that?
Gilman. He's a gossip.
Oh, my God.
He's a real gossip.
He is a gossip.
Because it rained in L.A., I guess, last night. Oh, yeah. And when it rains in L.A.,
it stops everything.
You don't go out. Because people drive like maniacs. They don't know what to do. It's like Armageddon.
I know.
All of a sudden it rains, they panic, and they start driving like crazy people, and you go, you know what? It's better we stay in today. But I hear you, when you go to LA, you walk around and people look at you like, Kelly, why are you walking around Los Angeles?
Not just people. Tyler Perry was like, you can't walk here. This is LA. And I said, I know, you guys are missing out on LA because it's gorgeous. It's not raining. If this was New York, I would need 5 different jackets. I would need my all-weather jacket. Then I would need my lighter level of jacket. Then I would need my rain slicker. Then I would need my umbrella. I would need my galoshes. And I still walk everywhere in New York, but you need all of these things because you never know what's going to happen. You don't know if a witch on a broom is going to go by, or if you just don't know what's happening. And the other day I was walking home with my daughter, and you know the wind gusts that were kicked up?
Yes.
It was a crazy windy day. We were walking through the park, and acorns were blowing out of the tree and pelting us in the face. And she's like, people are throwing things at us. And I said, no, they're not. That's the wind blowing acorns out of the tree. But in LA, that doesn't happen.
I always underestimate the walks in New York, because I like to walk in New York a lot.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, it's only 40 blocks. And then I'll get into it, and I'll get about 13, 14, 15 blocks in, and I'll say to myself, whew, all right, we're really doing this.
Yeah.
But then at that point, you're in, and you're like, I'm not going to get a cab or try to find a sub. I'm just like, I'm committed to this walk. And then by the end of the day, you've put in 70, 80 blocks.
Right.
And you don't realize it, and you go, man, why am I so tired?
Why am I so hungry?
Why am I so hungry?
I'm so hungry.
I'm out of it. I woke up this morning. I was like, oof, what did I do yesterday?
We all first got our watches. We all got Apple Watches at the same time, and we had this horrible competition with each other.
Does it count steps?
Yeah, it counts everything.
Okay.
So Gelman would like text me and be like, I walked 7 miles today. And I'd be like, oh my God, I only walked 6 3/4. And I would stand up, pajamas, and I would like march around in a circle like a horse that needs to be lunged, because I was going to get to 7.1 mile before I responded to him. So I'd be like, and Mark would be like, how many miles did Gelman get? Because I would get up, and then I stopped wearing my watch when So I broke my foot 2 summers ago. You may remember, some of you may not, some of you look surprised. Like, you broke your foot? I was in a boot. Anyway, I broke my foot, and as I was sitting there in the emergency room waiting to have my x-ray, and I'm in the wheelchair, the watch is like, time to stand up.
Oh, no.
And I felt like the watch was like an ex-lover taunting me.
The watch
time
should
to
have...
stand up. Time
The watch should have known your location.
I was like...
Had a little empathy.
I was like, you shut it, shut it.
It feels like Gelman's pretty competitive.
He is competitive, but...
Quietly so.
Yeah.
Quietly so.
Well, no, no, that's the thing is, like, he doesn't let you know you're in the competition until he beats you. He's like, I beat you yesterday. I'm like, you beat me?
In what?
Yeah, in what? In walking. I walked 4 more blocks than you did. I was tracking your device on my device.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just comes in casually. Hey, guys, by the way, I've clocked over 10,000 steps today. I didn't even know we were counting.
Right.
We're not. I am. It's fine. Maybe you should start.
So have you guys, who here is from out of town? That woke him up. Anyway, have you been following the whale? The whale? There's a whale in New York City in the harbor. There's a whale in the harbor. I have to say it with a New England accent. There's a whale in the harbor. Our forefathers and our foremothers, there were 8 of them last time we saw a whale in the harbor. Anyway, there is a whale in the harbor. It's been spotted in several locations. Hey, there she blow, which apparently is something you're supposed to say when you see a whale. We learned that when we did the show in Hawaii, that you don't just say there she blow. That's like what you're supposed to say that when you see a whale. It's not just from Moby Dick.
Well, next time I see a whale, I'll be sure to say it.
There she blow. It's a 40-foot humpback. Oh, no, wait. The last time a whale was seen there was a 40-foot humpback named Harry. This whale is looking for a name. They're looking for a name. And these are some of the options. You want to hear? Yeah? Liberty, which I kind of like because she, and I don't know if it's a male or female, we haven't gotten that close. I I don't even know how you would look.
Somebody
for that.
hasn't figured that out yet?
Honestly, I don't know how you would look. Do you pull up the,
if you
the whale's trousers? And
if you said there she blows.
you always say there she blow.
Well, I know, but then it would be a female. You're referring to her as a she in the first place.
That's just like sailor talk. Anyway, listen. So Liberty is nice because the first time the whale was seen, she was around Liberty Island. Then they like the name Hudson. Anybody like the name Hudson?
I like the name Hudson.
Yorka. Get it? New York and Orca. Yorka.
The audience is not into it. We are not a fan of Yorka.
How do you feel about fudgy?
That's a
You know that's a New York, the
Carvel
ice cream cake, Carvel?
Fudgy the Whale.
No? You don't know what we're talking about? No? You
What
don't
if
know
it's
about Carvel and Fudgy the Whale cake?
It's in New York.
And if you turn it upside down, it's Cookie Puss? What? Are you guys from another planet?
If you're a whale and a bunch of humans name you Fudgy, I don't think you're into that.
Let me tell you something. If I'm a whale and you don't name me Fudgy, I'm going to be furious.
Can you imagine you're a whale and you're just like, they named me after a cake, an ice cream cake.
A delicious Carvel ice cream cake.
Would you like to be named after a delicious Carvel ice cream?
Yes, I would. You could call me Cookie Puss or Fudgy. I wouldn't care. But again, the year I was here, I was working.
We named our son Twinkie.
We were on the air, and Gelman said to me, well, you know that Fudgy the Whale is really Cookie Puss turned upside down. And I was like, what did you say?
What?
I had no idea that the Cookie Puss cake and the Fudgy the Whale cake was the same cake. They just turned the whale upside down and made the Cookie Puss with the hat. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Wait, hold on. So if they're selling it, I feel like I'm not understanding
I feel
the
like
story.
we need to get
If they're
more.
selling it, like, are they like, you can buy the Fudgy cake, or if you're not into that, you can do the Cookie Puss.
No, they have them already pre-made in the freezer,
get photos
and they
to
are
explain.
side by
Is it
side.
two separate ones, or are they just
the
like...
only difference is Cookie Puss has like a cookie puss.
They're decorated differently.
Like the whole face of the cake is like cookies and
Now
like.
I feel like Carvel's trying to get over on us.
Are you? Did you? We mentioned this yesterday. You're hosting for Thanksgiving, right?
I am.
You are.
Yeah.
How many people are you expected?
I want to say maybe 15.
15. And do you have people that Thanksgiving jump? Because we have friends that Thanksgiving jump.
What does that mean?
Like they go from Thanksgiving to Thanksgiving to Thanksgiving to Thanksgiving.
I don't know. No, I think everybody who's coming to our house is staying at our house and not
Moving on.
not cheating on us with another
Right.
Thanksgiving.
43% of Americans attend 2 or more Thanksgivings. Why
for
are we
them.
applauding that? I mean, that
Maybe-
is too many hard feelings and blame to go around.
Have you seen this?
What is that?
There's another one of these.
Another one of these what?
This is the flip-flops that are like a certain color, but you can't tell what color they are in the picture, and there's a big argument.
Well, they're gray and blue.
That's what I see.
Yes, that's what everyone in the world should see.
Well, I saw black and blue.
Anyone else?
Those are gray and blue. Those are slate. What do you see? You do not see white and gold.
Oof.
What?
Yeah.
There's a real division in the studio right now.
Kelly. Yeah.
You see white and gold? Well, you and her need to go get your eyes checked.
All right, calm down.
I shouldn't have brought this up. I
No,
shouldn't.
I'm not going to calm
Remember the
down.
dress? Yeah.
Yeah, the dress made me upset too.
I shouldn't have brought this up. I feel like we've created a division.
Oh, yeah.
That
white
is
and
a
gold.
black and blue dress.
That's
Yeah,
white
that
and
is a
gold.
black and blue.
You guys?
You guys, it's been confirmed.
For
It's
the
been
last
confirmed.
time, that dress is black and blue. And these flip-flops are slate gray and blue, to be specific. And that's the end of the discussion.
And what about the cigar?
The cigar is in the wall. Period. The cigar is in the wall.
I see that. Yes. That's
Okay? That's a cigar in the wall.
Right. Okay.
I know. By the way, I'm very familiar with this tone. My wife uses this tone. And this is the type of tone that you back away from, and you just go, it's whatever color you say it is.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I have to apologize. I binge watched Westworld last night, so I'm all hopped up on.
That's hours of television.
I did. I watched. Well, I didn't binge watch the entire season. I binge watched 3 episodes.
Okay.
So, and yes, it is hours of television. Oh, I'm so in, but I'm still not sure. I don't think I'm smart enough to fully understand what's happening, so, but it is an intriguing show. Have you seen Westworld on HBO? Yeah. You have? Yeah. Okay. The rest of you don't know what you're missing. But again, you may watch it and go, I don't think I'm smart enough to understand what's happening here.
It's a lot, it's complicated.
It's really complicated.
A lot of storylines.
Oh my gosh, so many. And yet the same storyline over and over again.
Yeah, I can't. I had too much. I need half hours.
All I want to say this, ladies, and again, and I'm saying ladies just because, we're used to female nudity on screen. We're used to it because it's part of what happens. This is male nudity. Constantly. I mean, and that's not why I'm watching, so calm down.
I like how you said that. You guys.
No, that's not why. No, Gelman, not even this much.
This is male nudity.
Gelman's like, maybe this much is why you're watching. No, Gelman, not this much, not this much, not that much. I'm just saying, I'm not used to seeing male and female nudity in equal supply, and good for them. Good for you, Westworld.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like how you used to, and let me tell you something. There's male nudity.
No, because there's male nudity, and people want to know. I think. I do. I didn't have the warning, so I started watching it with Joaquin, and within 8 seconds, I was like, you have to go. You have to leave the room. This is not about... I thought it was a cowboy show. I was like, oh, it's about cowboys. You're going to love it. Robots and cowboys. What could be bad? Get out of the room. In 3 seconds, he was out of the room.
You were like giving him a history lesson on Westerns and how great they are.
I don't know. I didn't know.
You should see The Magnificent Seven. I think this is going to be just like that. And the next thing you know, look at all this male nudity.
Listen, we have a huge show today. Kristin Davis is here. And NASCAR Cup champion Jimmy Johnson is here. And now listen, this is the part of the year where we pretend like we're going to eat healthy, but we all know that we're not going to, okay? But Dr. Wendy Bazilian is here, and she's going to give us a holiday healthy eating survival guide that we are going to politely listen to, okay? Every time she sees me backstage, she's like, I'm not sure why I come back for this. I don't know either. Anyway, it's time for... Oh, you ready?
Oh, here we go.
It's time for Lives of Party Travel Trivia. Brownsville, Texas, that's Frank Diorio. Hey, Frank. Good job. On the phone is Barbara Slivka from Bayonne, New Jersey. Yeah, hit the... Okay. Hey, Barbara.
Good morning, Kelly and Matt.
Hi, Barbara.
Good morning. How's Bayonne today?
Cold.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very clear.
Hey, you're drinking already, I see in your picture.
Yes, that was a New Year's Eve picture a few years ago.
Well,
why not?
Thanksgiving is right around the corner. You got to knock a few back?
Probably have one.
One?
Yeah, some wine with dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
One bottle. All right, we're going to spin the wheel and see what you're playing for, Barbara, okay?
Okay.
Oh, there's a great prize, Barbara. Do you like pirates?
Yes, of course.
Good.
Who doesn't?
Because you're playing for the Buccaneer in St. Croix. 7 days, 6 nights in a deluxe oceanfront room. It includes 3 meals daily. All 3 meals?
Including lunch. Including
lunch. This trip is provided in part by Hotels.com. It's a prize valued at $9,500.
Oh, wow.
You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Good luck, Barbara.
Thank you.
All right, Barbara, are you ready?
Yes.
What did we say you cannot travel with on an airplane? Yesterday.
Thanksgiving leftovers.
Yes!
Congratulations, you and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at the Buccaneer St. Croix. Founded in the 17th century and family-run for generations, the Buccaneer in St. Croix is both historic and modern, blending old-world charm with warm hospitality and the amenities expected by today's traveler. The Buccaneer is a premier destination resort for golf, tennis, water sports, weddings, honeymoons, and family vacations. Your prize is valued at approximately $9,500.
Congratulations. Okay.
She's in shock.
Maybe she hung up on
Barbara, did you hang up? Okay.
She won. What does she need to...
Well, what is going to happen, Barbara?
All right, well, we'll
Okay.
pick the number later on.
Okay, we're gonna pick the number later on, but somebody is going to win a Netflix streaming device valued at more than $500. Yeah. Maybe I'll let you pick the number. Yeah.
Can I pick the number?
You want to pick the number?
Yeah, I'll pick the number.
We'll do it during commercial break. We got a big show with Kristin Davis when we return.
Still ahead on Live, we'll give you a healthy eating survival guide for the holiday season. We'll talk with the newest NASCAR champion, Jimmy Johnson. And coming up next, Kristin Davis.
Welcome back. Hey, we love her as Charlotte in Sex and the City. You're going to love her as Eve in the new holiday film, A Heavenly Christmas. Please welcome the lovable, lovely, and loving Kristin Davis.
I'm like a rock star or something.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fun.
We try.
Thanks, guys, for helping me feel that way.
Okay, your friend SJP was here not too long ago.
I saw her on the weekend, and that's what she told me.
And we asked her, point blank. We said, is there going to be another Sex and the City movie? Because that's all everybody always wants to know.
I wasn't here, but that's what I was asking in my heart.
What? Telepathically.
What do you think? Are you on board?
Of course I'm on board.
Yeah, okay,
absolutely.
That's right.
Of course. Thank you. I mean, number one, you know, we have this incredible fan support, which never would have been expected after all this time. So I think that that should be honored. Yeah. Number one. Number two, I feel in my insides that we're not done. Yeah. I feel like there's more. And I just really want to get us all back together because I love hanging out with them.
Do you think that Sex and the City fortified women's relationships with their girlfriends? Because I really do. My girlfriends and I we were always close, but we really made... When Sex and the City first came out, we started really brunching. Like, we were like, let's brunch again.
Did it give you permission?
It did. Like, because we used to, you know, we were so focused on working all the time and all of that, and we started taking time for each other.
I like that.
I think that's what
I think that's a fantastic legacy if that's what happened. I mean, I do feel like because it was a show where the central relationships were the girlfriends, we did talk about the men, as we all know. Right. But the central ongoing relationship was the friendship. That's my favorite part of the show and the films, and I love that people embrace that.
I think that's why women want another movie to come back so badly, because now we're like, we're at school meetings and all this stuff, and we're like, we need to do brunch again.
And that would be something that the characters would be dealing with, and that's one of the things. Sometimes people say, oh, but don't you think you've done it? And I'm like, no, women's lives continue. Why would there not be a new version of things to be tackling? Because our lives, that's how our lives are. Not that that's not true for you guys, too.
Look, promote anything that promotes brunching. I'm in.
You're good. You're good with it. I'm glad.
Speaking of kids, how's your daughter?
She's great. She's 5.
She's 5.
Can you believe? I know. And she's as tall as an 8-year-old.
Oh, my
I cannot
God.
keep her in the clothes. The clothes are all like...
What is she into right now?
She is into a lot of things. I mean, it is the generation of Frozen.
Yeah.
So, you know...
They won't let it go.
No, they will not let it go. And the funny thing is that we go to school with Idina Menzel's son.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
And he does not care.
Yeah.
He does not want to hear about it.
Yeah.
He's like, I am sick of that.
Have you quietly asked Idina, please come back and sing to our channel?
I have, and she's like, no.
Yeah.
She's like, the mothers freak out.
Right.
Like, I can understand that. The kids are like, wow, it's magical. I don't think they put it together because for them, the real thing is the animated characters. Yeah. So my daughter has a best friend, Julie, and I did get one of those calls that we all dread. I'm at work, and I get a phone call from the school. I'm like, oh, something's happened.
I know.
I get on the phone, and what has happened is that Gemma and her best friend, Julie, were playing Frozen, and they were freezing people.
Oh.
Men, boys, I should say.
Yeah.
They're
Good for them.
classmates. Yes, they were freezing people. And it was really fun. They were having a great time. And then Gemma decided to kick it up a notch, and they got a stick, and she made her best friend poke the boy with the stick. Because I think he was the character who pretends to love Anna but doesn't. I can't remember his name. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they were really playing out the whole plot, you know, in depth. So the first two got in trouble, the girlfriend who poked the boy with the stick.
Yeah.
What happened? There was a whole long conversation. They were like, well, Gemma told me to do it. So then Gemma got called in, and Gemma was like, it's true, we were freezing people.
Good.
She really thought that
You
was
tell
why she
them
was
to
in trouble.
continue to freeze those boys, ice those boys out.
That's incredible.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
good.
was not angry.
No.
Listen, we have to take a commercial break, but we're going to find out what it's like working with Shirley MacLaine. Oh, my gosh. Kristin Davis. I just called it a heavenly Christmas.
That's all good. It's all good.
Kristin Davis.
That's right.
And
It's a lot to
Shirley
say.
MacLaine. Had you ever worked with her before?
I had never even met her. I was scared to death.
And?
Well, she's amazing. She makes a big effort to be friendly. She'd come, she'd hung out in the makeup trailer. We'd had like girlfriend time in the makeup trailer.
Yeah.
But then I had my first day, and it was like an entire day, just Shirley and I could not sleep. I was just so nervous. So I had to get up. It's like an actor thing. I don't know if you've ever done this. I had to write out all my lines. Do you ever do this?
Oh,
like when
I-
you're
yeah,
like
I know people
severely
that do
nervous.
that. They write out their lines.
Because I really thought she would turn to me with those eyes.
Right.
And I would just be like, Shirley MacLaine. Shirley MacLaine, which would not be what I'm supposed to say in the scene, of course. So I had to really write it out, and it actually went great because she was very much team player. She kind of had my back. She'd kind of direct me under her breath sometimes.
Wow.
And yeah, I did whatever she said.
That's
Oh, yeah. I mean,
absolutely.
as you
Absolutely.
should.
At one point, she told me I wasn't sitting up straight.
Right.
And I was like, well, my character, she's kind of, you know, upset right now because you just told her that she might be dead, so maybe I could slump. And she was like, no.
You
I
won't
was like,
like it later.
okay.
Right, yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
You sit up straight.
Absolutely.
What's the movie about? Are you angels?
Yes, possibly.
Possibly.
So it's a Christmas movie with a kind of a bit of a deviation into some romantic comedy with Eric McCormack, and then I have kind of almost like a buddy film happening with Shirley's character, who plays a guide named Pearl, and we are angels, we think.
Oh, I love it.
I like
It's quite
a good Christmas
something.
movie.
Yeah, me too.
I like a good Christmas movie, too.
Listen, it's Heavenly Christmas. It premieres Saturday, November 26th on the Hallmark Channel, so make sure you check out Kristin Davis and a Heavenly Christmas. I'm so happy to see you. Coming up next, Jimmy Johnson's here, so stick around.
How you doing, Mike? Congratulations.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
Well, look at you.
Look at me.
You went from last place to this.
We did, yes.
How did you do that? How do you do it?
Oh, that was a stressful deal. Wow.
Really?
Yes, had to start last, and quickly we moved from the back of the pack inside the top 10, and then the rest of the night I just stayed there until the very end and watched the guys that I had to beat kind of outperform me until the final 10 laps.
Did you say, like, do you have a mantra going on in your head? Like, just hang on, just keep calm, just 9 more
I wish
spots,
it was that
just
calm.
8 more. Really?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's nutty. I mean,
Really?
nutty. Yeah, absolutely. It's, you know, to have the whole year build up to that moment in time, and I wasn't able to catch the competitors in front of me that I was racing for the championship. And then the way things unfolded at the end with some cautions, we all pit, we come out. 2 of my competitors are caught up in a quick crash.
Right.
I'm racing for the win of the race and the championship. It was so unexpected.
And
It
this was like a
wild
historic victory for you.
Turned out all right. Yeah.
How many is it?
7.
Yeah, and that's tied with... That's tied with Richard Petty and...
Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Yeah, that's
yes,
right.
And I had a tribute on my helmet to those guys.
Oh, yeah. we have
there
a
it is
picture.
on the prompter.
That's
yeah.
really cool.
Those 2 men have done so much for our sport, and Dale Earnhardt won 76 races, Richard Petty 200 races,
Wow.
and both had 7 championships, so tied some
That's
legends.
awesome.
Wow.
Thank you.
And now you've carved your place in history right alongside them.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff.
Yeah. You must meet young drivers that come up to you and say that to you.
It's a weird position to be in. I still remember being that young guy, trying to get help from you know, older drivers and experienced drivers, and our good friend Jeff Gordon
Of course.
has certainly played a role in that. And
I mean,
talk about a trip.
I remember when you were both that young guy on the show.
But to have him on stage with us there as an owner of the car, and knowing that he handpicked me to drive that race car, it was just
I know. Oh my
so
gosh.
cool.
So what happens? Like you celebrate, you win. What happens afterwards? I hear your neighbors like decorated your house or something.
I'm so
Is that
proud of my
right?
neighbors. Yes, they got me good.
Oh my gosh, they
Look
did
at
a
that.
beautiful job.
And then I have another picture of them doing it from a friend, and it was amazing that all these fathers brought their kids out and taught them the art of toilet paper.
Yes.
Were you like, I don't understand, I won, and now I'm being
I'm
vandalized?
so proud of them. I haven't done that in years. I want to go TP someone's house.
Oh my
Wouldn't that
God.
be fun?
It is fun. You don't really, I mean, I live in the city now, so I haven't seen a house.
That would be complicated.
I mean, I haven't seen a house, so how do you TP? I don't know how you would TP that, but that does seem like fun. We used to do that too as kids.
It's fun.
Yeah, we're really happy for you. And
Thank you.
So, do you get to keep that?
Yes, I get to keep it. Yes.
That's great. We're really happy
Thank
for
you so much.
Come see us again.
Gladly, anytime.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Coming up next, a healthy eating guide.
Thursday on Live, NASCAR star Brad Keselowski.
Just begin and end right here. That's right. It's the season of parties and holiday cheer, but how do we get through the next few weeks without overindulging? That is the question, Max. Here to help us is the author of Eat Clean, Stay Lean, Dr. Wendy Bazilian with a holiday healthy eating strategy.
Great to be with you.
Go ahead, break it down, Dr. Wendy. What are we doing wrong?
You know what? Holidays are all about celebration, so I'm not going to break it down too hard on us.
This looks all healthy.
All healthy.
What is happening
But
here?
the idea is I just want you and your viewers, you know, to think about health a little bit at the holiday time. There are a lot of things you can do. And let's start at the very beginning. A very nice place to start.
Yeah.
Drinks. You know, drinks. The #1 source of sugar in our diet are sugar-sweetened beverages. So you have to be super careful. And that's where you want to really watch out for some of the high-calorie, high-sugar drinks.
Like which would those be?
What's the
Maybe
worst?
like a margarita. A margarita, you know, it has so many calories and it has so many grams of sugar.
What about the
400 calories.
skinny girl margarita?
Skinny girl margarita. Yeah, so it's about just changing
being
up a little bit.
crushed right now.
But how about an eggnog? An eggnog.
That's healthy. That has egg.
Right, it has egg. Exactly. But we can go skinny. So we can go 400 calories to about 230 calories just by making it a little bit skinnier. A lighter eggnog with a little bit of milk.
Okay.
Or my seasonal favorite, champagne is good. See, champagne's on the list.
Champagne is good. Champagne is healthy.
And you know, my favorite.
I should probably sample it to make sure it's champagne.
I think you should. Cheers to that. And a gingerbread apple holiday mule. So, you know, Moscow mules are all the rage. This is a great cocktail or mocktail to recipe on your website.
Okay.
It's got apple cider. It's got vodka or no vodka. I'll have you give a try here. Here's the adult libation and the mocktail. Adult libation here. We've got 2 to try. Delicious sparkling water. Really good with fresh ginger.
That is delicious, guys.
So we're arriving at the party. You know, there's a lot of parties to go to, and we've got our apps.
And we're already drunk because we've had our Moscow mule.
So we want to do some swap outs. Instead of the really high-calorie ones, which you can get a whole meal just by having a few bites. The pigs, the quesadillas, the poppers.
I overdo it on the appetizers.
Do you know I never eat appetizers? It's my rule with myself. If I'm gonna have this, then I don't have that.
Yeah, you know, and it's really good to recognize that the entire spread we have could be all consumed in a day. So you got to think about that. But there are some better choices. How about some fancy shrimp cocktail? Those ring in only about 20-25 calories each.
No kidding.
Yeah, and some goat cheese stuffed grapes, which are just beautiful.
Yeah, my kids will love that.
Oh yeah, I know. Kids, try this. No, yes. Try this. And some stuffed mushrooms. You know, better choices because you got to pace yourself. You know, you want to pace yourself. Eyes wide open during the holiday
I didn't realize shrimp was so light in calories.
Yeah, very light and high protein. So we've got some good choices there too. All right, you know what?
This feels dangerous.
It feels dangerous because it is dangerous. You know, I can sing the praises of spinach and artichoke all day long, but not when you choke it. That's artichoke it with lots of cheesy goodness.
But cheese is a calcium, isn't it?
Cheese has calcium.
It's good for our bones.
But cheese and more cheese and Parmesan, sour cream, mayo nightmare. I mean mayonnaise. And then we've got some problems.
That sounds like heaven. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not going to eat it though. I'm not going to eat it.
Let's do better.
Okay.
Some festive salsas. Just, you know, a store-bought salsa, you can doll it up with some kiwi or some mango, some chips. You can still have your chips.
I picture me at the party. Festive salsa?
Festive salsa? Try it. I'll have one of yours.
I'm going to. Listen, we have to take a commercial break. We're going to come back with desserts that are guilt-free. Stick around while we talk to Wendy Bazilian. We're back with Dr. Wendy Bazilian that is reminding us, you are a walking advertisement for your lifestyle, and so that is great. But you are reminding us that, you know, when you go to these parties, it doesn't all, the wheels don't have to come off the wagon, right? Yeah. We can do certain things to keep ourselves in check.
Keep a couple simple things in mind. So we hit the entree running. We've already consumed. Well, we've been a little smarter at this party. You know, the canned ham, just forget it. A whole day's sodium, 380 calories in serving. And, you know, the fatty cuts of meat, that's 700 calories sitting there on the plate. You know, the turkey really is the star of the season. Yeah. The turkey's lean. Go for the dark meat. That's fine, too. It's got twice the iron and 4 times the vitamin B12. No and it's much lighter. So you've got good choices there.
Okay. Yeah. This looks amazing.
All the sides.
Is that how you would present it?
You know, that homemade right out of the can. It takes a lot of wrist strength to do that.
You know, I didn't know when I first moved to New York that cranberry was actually a berry. I thought that this was like, I really thought this was the thing. I had no idea it came from an actual berry.
Well, if it has to hit the plate, let it hit the plate. But you know what? It's about adding new things to the holiday season, too. So new traditions. Do not change Grandma's recipe. You know what I mean? Okay. Don't do that. Okay. But for mashed potatoes, here's a mashed cauliflower and potatoes. And you can save 50% of the calories by mashing in some cauliflower. But not only that, you boost the nutrition.
I just saw a recipe for mashed potatoes with Gruyere cheese. Is that good for you?
Oh, Gruyere. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. With a little cauliflower added as well. These recipes are on your website, but some new holiday favorites, some new ways to put you in control. You in the driver's seat of the sugar. Brussels sprouts, if you've been dying to try them, this is for sure. And dessert. A piece of pecan pie runs you about 800 calories. That's before the a la mode. Here's some guilt-free desserts. This is a really fabulous, it's called Blackberry Angel. We invented this recently.
Is that on the recipes?
Yeah, recipes on the website. Bazilian biscotti. It features pistachios and dried cherries. Or add a little fruit, you know, have your chocolate with your fruit and have some chocolate dipped strawberries.
That is great. Thank you so much. Dr. Wendy Bazilian, always keeping us on track. For more information on these recipes, go to our website. Thank you, Dr. Wendy. Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
As always, more information on our website, livekelly.com.
That's my co-host. This is this week's New Girl, right?
Yeah, that's tonight. We have our
tonight's episode?
We have our Thanksgiving episode tonight. We're really excited. And, you know, when you've been on the air for so long, I think this is our 6th season.
Oh, my gosh.
When you shoot a Thanksgiving episode, we do one every year. You really do feel like, oh, this is like our little Thanksgiving meal with our group.
Yeah, and thank you for pointing out the importance of a happy daddy.
Yes.
There's nothing as important as a happy daddy. And so that airs tonight at 8:30 on Fox, so make sure you check out my co-host, Max Greenfield. I love that show. And I do love a Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah, it's good.
I remember we used to, all my children, when I worked there 1,000 years ago, we would shoot our Thanksgiving episode, and we would have actual Thanksgiving dinner, and it was really nice. Like, we got to eat. So this is from Terry Botash. I never got a car with a bow, but I got a toilet with a bow. How about that? Hey, that's amazing. On tomorrow's show, Chris O'Donnell is here, Bernadette Peters, and Joe Jonas will be my co-host. So we'll see you tomorrow, everybody.